Today, I want to talk about the scapula. In my previous channel, I talk about the wearing of the scapula, and today I want to talk about the promises attached to wearing of the scapula and the condition one has to be before you wear the scapula, and how the devotion and how to always wear the scapula in the right manner as Our Lady wishes. We all know from my previous channel I've talked about how Our Lady at her last apparition on the 13th of October 1917. Our Lady was seen at the last apparition. She was also seen wearing the Carmelite uniform and the Carmelite uniform, and also the scapula in her hand. And when Lucia was asked why, she said Our Lady wants everybody to put on the scapula. And I've talked about it in the previous channel. Now, there are conditions to wear the scapula. You don't just go to a bishop or a Christian bishop where they are selling the scapula and buy it and start wearing. No. Or you just buy it and go and meet a priest and start wearing. No. Before you put on this brown scapular, we have the preparation. We have 33 days preparation. We call it total consecration to Jesus Christ through the Immaculate Heart of Mary. We have 33 days preparation to do this. And in that period, you'll be taught so many things. What you have to avoid, how to live your state of life, because once you are consecrated to Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary, it's another way of life that you have developed. It's not that you are a reverend father or a reverend sister or so, but as a lay person, you have also taken another way of life that you want to serve God. So in taking that way of life, you have to be taught what to do. And within the 33 days, you'll be taught everything about it. So without knowing that, I don't know how you can just pick up scapula and wear and think. No. The right way is you go for the class, preparatory class of 33 days, preparatory class. After the 33 days, then the priest will invest the candidate with the scapula in the church, present of everybody or few people that are around. And after that, you have been, enrolled. Your names are now enrolled into the Carmelite order. And after that day, such person bears, you add Mary to your name. Whatever name you are bearing, whether you are a male or female, you add Mary to your name. That shows that the person has done total concentration, and you have willed your life and everything to the Blessed Virgin Mary to mold you and present you to her divine Son. Jesus came through her, and through her too we are to go to Jesus. So if we see from my previous channel, this total consecration or consecration through to Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary is also one of the things our Lord wanted Sister Lucia to do. The 3 shepherd children were promised 7, but the 2, Jacinta and Francisco, were taken when they are young. But Lucia, no. Our Lord said He wants Lucia to remain and make sure she's able to establish devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, reparation to devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And it is by doing reparation to her Immaculate Heart for the blasphemy and against her Immaculate Heart. And Lucia did that. She did everything according to how our Lord and our Lady wants it. And again, the first one was the consecration of Russia to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Through the everything is through the Immaculate Heart of Mary. That was done. And then the next one was for all of us, which the Pope did. He did in Russia, and each and every one of us now is to consecrate ourselves to Jesus Christ through the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And Our Lady said at the end, her Immaculate Heart will triumph. Now, there are promises attached to this consecration, because it is when you are consecrated to Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary that you'll be, invested with the Brown Scapular. This Brown Scapular is a sign to us that, yes, we have willed our life, a sign of our veneration to the Blessed Virgin Mary, a sign of fidelity, confidence, and love to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Wearing it is like putting on her garment. Wearing her garment all the time. As you are looking at it, she's also looking at you. You are with her and she's with you. That's what it means. You have willed your life, your everything, your property, and everything to Mother Mary. She is to dispose them according to how she will. So that is it. So in this, like I said, it is not something you can just come and say, do you want to practice it? You buy a practice. No. So after the preparatory class, there are some conditions in wearing this scapular. There are conditions in wearing this scapular. The conditions are not that you have to, you observe a state of chastity according to your state of life. You must be pure and holy, always in state of grace. Yes, you have to learn. Though you can't do it on your own, but you ask our Blessed Lady, through her grace, you'll be able to do it. So you have to try to live a holy life, always in state of grace. You must also wear this scapular. Once you are invested with the scapular, it must always be on your neck throughout the day, throughout your lifetime. Because that's your fidelity, your sign of love and consecration to Mother Mary. So it must be with you throughout. Never a day you stay without putting it on your neck. And again, you must be, like I said, holy. There are offices to observe. You can observe the office of Our Lady at dawn. That is 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. There is an office. You pray the prayer. We have the one of 6 a.m. You have that of 9 a.m. mid-morning. You have the noon, 12 noon. You have that of 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., and then after 9 p.m., you terminate your office for the day. All those things you are doing is part of living in union with Mother Mary. There are prayers to say. And then once you are invested with the Brown Scapular, you wake up in the morning, you renew your pledge to Jesus, telling him that I am all thine, oh my loving Jesus Christ, through Mary, thy beloved mother. You must also say the morning offerings and then kiss the scapular. After that, you say your consecration prayer. Renewal of your consecration must be done every day. Apart from the time you did your consecration and you took that vow, you have to renew it every day. There is a prayer to the miraculous mother, because the scapular, like we said, This is the example of the scapula. You can see the scapula. This is the scapula. It has I have two scapulas here. Let me try and separate them. They are the same type. If it is in this form, you see, that's a scapula. One around the neck with the miraculous medal attached to it. One around the neck, Brown Scapular. This also is another Brown Scapular. So there can be one with the miraculous medal attached to it. You can see them. You can see it. So the Brown Scapular and the rosary, they are gifts from heaven, given by our Blessed Mother. They are gifts from heaven, full of graces. So, are we not happy to have such gifts from heaven down to us? Though a replica of the Brown Scapular is what is being made, but it came down from heaven like that. So we have the scapula and the miraculous medal on it. So you will say the miraculous medal prayer. We all know the miraculous medal given to St. Catherine Labouré. You said the miraculous medal prayer. They are all signs of our devotion to Our Lady. So you have the after that you have the little crown, the prayer to the little crown of Our Lady. You say it, you do your meditation, you remember to say the Angelus. The Angelus as a consecrated slave of Our Lady, you must say the Angelus. Angelus is another important devotion. Once we are consecrated, Angelus 6 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. You must be a devotee of the Angelus. You must also be a devotee of the Hail Marys. Hail Marys, anything you do, you say Hail Mary before anything. You know, even when you want to say your Angelus, those who are devotees of Hail Mary, you hear them saying Hail Mary. Before you go out of the house, as you are going out, Hail Mary. You are coming home, Hail Mary. Whatever you are doing, you want to do Hail Mary. Everything, you hail Our Lady all the time. It's a sign of your union with her. You cannot do without her. And it's a powerful prayer. When you hail Mary in anything you do, she's there for you. And she will assist you in anything. So the more you hail her, the more she will like you, and the more you will like her too. So Hail Mary must be a devotee of the Hail Marys. And again, after your night prayers at 9 p.m., you terminate the office and say all the prayers necessary, and then you say prayers. Before going to your bed, you have your prayers, 3 Hail Marys you say, asking Our Lady to help you as you are going to sleep. You don't know whether this is going to be your last or not, but whatever it is, you commit yourself into the hand of Our Lady to take care of everything. And then when you get to bed and you are on the bed again, you say another prayer, invoking all the saints and devotees, all the saints of that love Our Lady, invoking them to help you, assist you, and you pray to Our Lady, and then you sleep. And you promise that even as you are sleeping, that your guardian angel too be helping you to be saying Hail Mary every hour to Our Lady. And each time you wake up, even if you wake up in the night, you say Hail Mary, and you go back to sleep again until you wake in the morning, and then you say your consecration, renewing your pledge to Jesus Christ, and that you are all His, I'm all thine, oh my loving Jesus Christ, through Mary, thy beloved mother. And then remember too that there's this prayer offering your duties, daily duties to Our Lady. There's this prayer offering it to Our Lady so that she will purify them and present all your action of the day to Jesus. All those prayers there in the prayer book, you get to know them, and that's how you say it. And then this how you say all throughout, even as a consecrated slave of Our Lady now, you start doing your monthly novenas. Your monthly novenas, you can choose any day of the month. Mostly, some people choose their birthdays. But if you cannot remember your birthday, if you can remember any anniversary or any day that you can choose, you choose and make your 9 days novena all the time throughout your life. You are going to be making that prayer to Our Lady. And you see the promise Our Lady made. She said that once we are consecrated and you are wearing this brown scapular, she promised the person that she's going to give the person salvation, the grace to be saved. What are these salvation grace, you may ask? The salvation grace is that such soul, when such soul want to pass away, because you are consecrated to Our Lady, you have willed everything to Our Lady, so you don't owe yourself, you don't owe any property. Everything belongs to Our Lady. You see, Our Lady promised that she's going to give that person salvation grace, meaning that before such soul dies, that soul is going to have signal graces, that is going to be able to say his rosary, is going to be able to go to confession, receive Holy Communion, anointing, be sorry, make contrition for his sin, and be sorry for committing sin and everything, and will be in the right state to die. If that person is to die, will be in the right state of mind to die. I will not be struggling to say I don't want to die. Will be in the right state. I will be happy and smiling when even he's dying, because he knows Our Lady personally will come for that. Our Lady promised she will come. That person will see her face when that time reach. So these are the promises Our Lady made. Then the Sabbathine promise, Sabbathine privilege is that when such soul dies, the 8th day, that is the Saturday after the soul dies, Our Lady promised that she's going to go to purgatory and take that soul to heaven. How do you see it? That's a big privilege for you and I. And Our Lady wants to do it for us. Why can't we try and live a good state of life? Good state of life. Be honest in what you are doing. Be good to people. Love your neighbor. Be good. Obey. You know, when Sister Lucia was about to die, people were asking her, what about the third secret? She said the people should not bother themselves about first, second secret, third secret, or Fatima, all this thing. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you should do the will of God, obey the commandments of God, and do what Our Lady has asked us to do. The messages Our Lady gave through these shepherd children at Fatima, practice them, do them. Once you do them, that is all. That's what she said. So let us try and be devotees of Brown Scapular. It is very, very necessary for our salvation. Look at the promises attached to it. It gives us signal grace. It makes us holy. It gives us peace. It gives us peace and graces come to us when we are living with Our Lady. Doing everything in union with Our Lady. From the day, break till night, every day you are living in union with Our Lady. If Our Lady, who is the gate of heaven, and you are living your life with her, in union with her, how can the gate of heaven deny such soul entrance to heaven. She can never. So let us all try and be that devotee of the Brown Scapular of Our Lady of Fatima. Let's be that Brown Scapular that Our Lady showed in Fatima, and even before then, she has given it to Carmelites. They were using it before we were privileged to extend it to us. Before, kissing the scapula alone was 500 days indulgence. But now, it has become a partial indulgence to us. So why can't we be devoted to it and have this scapula to be kissing every day? Let us try. So I want you all to try and be a devotee of the Brown Scapular. We have other scapula, blue scapula, green scapula. We have so many scapula. But Our Lady, when at Fatima, when she came, she showed the Brown Scapular. So why can't you and I listen to what Our Lady has for us? Listen to her messages. Follow her messages. It's not easy, but when you start obeying her, following the message gradually, before you know, you are already doing it. Some of you may say, oh, I've been consecrated to whatever society you belong to. Your consecration to the society, either Mother of Perpetual Help or Sacred Heart of Jesus and Immaculate Heart of Mary, or St. Anthony of Padua, or St. Rita, or whatever saint you belong to, that consecration there was a sign of your fidelity to that society. Sign of fidelity to that society. That's what it means. But here, it is consecrating oneself to Jesus Christ, not to the Association of Sacred Heart of Jesus, not to Mother of Perpetual Help, not to St. Anthony of Padua, not to St. Rita, not to anything, but consecrating yourself to Jesus Christ through the Immaculate Heart of Mary in St. Louis de Montfort Way. 33 days total consecration. That is the highest consecration after the ordination of the priest. The priest consecrating himself to Jesus Christ, that is being ordained from heaven and anointed to represent Christ, to do the mass, the offering, sacrifice of the Calvary between us and heaven. The priest mediating between us and heaven, representing Jesus there. Apart from that, total consecration to Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary is another opportunity for you and I that are lay persons, that are not reverend fathers and we are not reverend sisters. But this is another way for us that we also can practice holiness and be consecrated to Jesus Christ through Immaculate Heart of Mary. It is very, very important because Jesus mentioned it at Fatima. He mentioned it and told Lucia that, look, reparation to my Immaculate Heart of my mother. Mother Mary too mentioned it. And they brought so many devotions which I have discussed in the previous channels. So you and I, please, why can't we embrace the scapular devotion and the rosary devotion? We have the rosary devotion, the Holy Rosary devotion. Why can't we embrace it? And there is another rosary devotion, Our Lady of Seven Sorrows. Very, very important. When Our Lady appeared at Fatima, October 13, Our Lady of Sorrow was there too. Our Lady of Sorrow was there. And there's chaplet to Our Lady of Sorrow. Very, very important. If we look to St. Bridget of Sweden, there are 7 promises Our Lady gave to reciting the chaplet of Our Lady of 7 Sorrows. Again, at Kibeho in Rwanda, when Our Lady appears to this visionary, Alphonsus Murekeke, Nathaniel, and Mary Claire, especially Mary Claire, when Our Lady appeared to her, a visionary, Our Lady gave her the sign. Her own mission was to spread the devotion to the chaplet of 7 sorrows of Our Lady. And she gave promises attached to it too at Kibeho in Rwanda. There, Our Lady appeared as Mother of the Word, W-O-R-D, Mother of the Word, Mother of the Poor, Refuge of Sinners. Those are the titles she gave to these 3 key visionaries, though they have about 7 or 8 of them. But these 3 key visionaries, she gave them this title. One was Mother of the Word to Alphonsus, and then Mother of the Poor, and Mother of Refuge. So this is very necessary. Our Lady of Sorrows, prayers, 7 sorrows of Our Lady, the chaplet to 7 sorrows of Our Lady, and the rosary, this chaplet, rosary prayer, and then our scapula. They are very, very important for all of us. They are very important. So thank you all for watching my channel, and I want you to please like my channel, subscribe, and share, so that you and I work for Our Lady, spreading the message of Our Lady. If you can. Thank you for watching my channel. Ave Maria.